Good afternoon, UK. This is Tim on the buzz. I'm with you all the way till 3 p.m. Like I said, when it comes to the topic of IT and when it comes to safety, now we know that, it's a completely new industry. It's growing as fast. It is amusing, right? I mean, it's astounding actually at the speed things are becoming, convenient. Things are becoming, fast. You've got solutions that you could, that you can basically solve at just in a matter of seconds and just a flick of a thumb or two, right? Now, what I'm talking about is the safety with this, and when you're expanding into so many integrations, when you're putting so much on the line, or when you're actually expanding with your convenience, you are including so much of data on your platforms. You are putting so much of work onto the platforms. If it is content, if it is intent, there is so much that you can actually look at involving with the crowd. Now, what I'm talking about is guarantee in the lines of what you need to know, because when I talk about a guarantee, I mean things in the lines of safety. You're talking things in the lines of appearance, or assurance that your content, your data is all safe, right? Now, what I'm going to be talking about is things in the lines of IT, how fast the industry is growing, and then what else you need to actually consider on your content. So I'm Tim. This is the Buzz, and I'm going to be showing you more news on in the lines of what is happening in the UK, what is happening in the world, and I'm running you through different operations and essential information on it. I want you to stay tuned here. Feel free to call me up on 07852 473 473. You can WhatsApp me, you can call me, you can join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all these platforms, and let us know what your take is on this topic. Feel free to comment on this video. I will be responding to all comments today. So, what I'm going to do is show you a quick video on who we are at Relax Radio and what we do, and I'll be right back with you. That's right. This is Tib. I'm with you on the buzz all the way till 3 p.m. Now, I've been talking to you about the UK when it comes to tech and what you actually need to know. I did bring up, the IT conversation and telling you about what you need to, concentrate in the lines of safety. Now, tech companies across the UK have dedicated to, making the internet safer place or, looking at soaring revenues. This is over just the last few years, right? And when we're talking about more people that have ever been, going online before the pandemic, now new research shows that, the safety tech sector is one of the fastest growing parts in the UK tech industry. Now, revenues have basically increased over 40% in the last year, and these are reaching about 315 million quid. Now, I'm talking, about a 30% increase in jobs. These are equating to more than 500 new roles. More than half of all UK safety tech jobs are based outside London. And with a high performing hub, these are developing in Edinburgh. Right now, according to an independent report commissioned by the Digital culture, media, and sport segments. Scottish companies like, Cyan are apparently not, blocking harmful content online. So now you need to always consider this an important factor. I mean, there are tech companies that are coming up in the lines of including the companies for vital sector. I mean, if it comes to things like, even Mark Cuban talks about the safety. And I mean, talking about, the importance of how, tech is going to play a big factor in the future. There's a lot of inclusion with people who want to uh people some there's a lot of inclusion by some, what some people want to push for. But then, when you're talking about the inclusion with multiple trajectories, there is a factor that needs to be compared, or I'd say what I'd say is, included when you're looking at a growth sector, when you're looking at a futuristic emblem or benchmark in terms of safety or reliability. Now, what I'm talking about is, how important it is for you to personally grow, but, you to also include your business or whatever operation you are doing in the lines of tech. But also, with just like, there's been so many scandals, there's been so many concerns raised, there's so much of, I'd say what I'd say is, inclusions in the lines of what the tech sector would want to go with. Now, I'm talking, multiple things like including the companies for, in manufacturing, in transport, in I'd say production. Now we know the conversation with something as simple as Tesla, and how much of, these companies want to put Tesla down. But then when it comes to safety, when it comes to, privacy concerns, there's so much that actually these guys have actually had to face. Now, when the interior car camera feature was installed, now mind you, this was only included for the company to gauge if drivers were being, awake or if they were paying attention to the road. Now, these cars are, said to be only assistance in terms of road safety, but not, full autonomous driving yet. But what these people are talking about is, updating as to how much of content is actually going out. Are people actually publishing all this, or, are people actually going to push for multiple web privacy concerns, just like the Facebook concern that people had. Now, people were, not too keen on letting Facebook have all their content because of the way they basically mismanaged all the content, right? But what I'm talking about is, the concern with including a lot of companies for safety. So, I mean, I'm positive. It's just a relatively long shot, but you need to look at it in the lines of the UK and how the UK is looking at benefiting from this. Now, I'm talking, when it comes to a push for positive technology, safety, or inclusivity, I'd say integration. Now, these are a lot of things that need to be considered. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be running deeper into this conversation. But right before that, I'm going to show you a quick video on who we are at Relax Radio and what we do. Now, you can always, hit me up on the comments. You can always leave a comment here. Let me know what your thoughts are on tech, on, inclusion of different industries in tech, or even tech getting into different industries, right? Now, we know that is going to be the conversation, but let me know what actually you want to clarify in the lines of this conversation. What type of sites are important, or how we actually push for multiple domains, or how we push for multiple approaches in these sectors. Now, I'm Tim. Like I said, I'm going to be your host all the way to 3 p.m. I want you to feel free to comment on this video. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to our videos on YouTube as well. You can hit that bell icon, like I always say, to make sure you don't miss any of our shows. But before that, I'm going to be showing you, some content that is based around who we are at Relax Radio and what we do. Now I'll be putting you onto this, but stay tuned. I want to show you, and I want to actually break down the rest of the conversation around UK, around tech, and then I'll be actually going into topics like how the UK government ministers have pushed for an online safety bill. Now these companies, now we know it's the Europe that is actually pushing for all these in priority. Maybe a lot of other companies are not yet too keen on it. But I mean, I myself am proud that UK is taking a step towards this. So stay tuned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you all this. To stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more content for you on the buzz. That's right. This is the buzz, and I'm talking to you about tech and how it comes to the UK with its safety lines. Right now, when you're looking at the UK government and the ministers, now they are committed to developing a strategy or in the tech center, in the tech sector, and looking at recently publishing the draft. Now this is an online safety bill to give online companies a legal duty of care. Now, this is to protect the users, particularly children, right, from harm. So, the UK safety tech providers are now delivering innovative products that can help companies meet their new duties under the bill. So, Scottish companies like including CN, these guys block harmful content online. Now, Dragonfly AI, which has developed technology to prohibit the production of indecent underage imagery, and providing training to help children that are vulnerable adults safe online. Right now, the UK's tech sector has seen overall growth by 43%, and this number of safety tech companies has surpassed about 100. Now this is super news. Right now, my question is, okay, which tech companies are going into which sectors, which industries, in what scale, and how much of legal support are they getting, how much of precautions are they following by law, or how much of law or governing bodies are actually looking at these. So last year the UK government ministers had committed to develop a safety tech center and recently published the draft safety bill, the online safety bill, right? And this was basically to give the order of a new company. Now, UK safety tech providers are now delivering innovative products that can actually help companies meet their duties under the bill. Now, the UK is a global leader in safety tech, right? And then the UK government law, the online safety bill. These are a place for people to work in, especially in Scotland and across the whole country. Now, Ian Stevenson, the chair of online safety technology. Now, these guys are talking about how the executive of CN are going in the lines of an exponential growth technology. Now, this is seen as a problem, but the UK Safety Tech Center provides solutions to limit online at harm pace. Right now, these are benefiting and protecting countless people. The sector did see a lot of launch, or concern from the Online Safety Technology Industry Association. And last year in March, the G7 countries had announced a commitment to support safety tech and growth and innovation as part of the internet safety principles. Now that is a long shot. Right now, that is a long conversation in the lines of where it can go. So I'm super curious to know what your take is on this. Let me know in the comments. We have Saddam talking, saying hello. Hi Saddam, it's been a super pleasure having you on our shows as always. We appreciate you putting your time into watching our videos and keeping yourself updated. I hope you're getting the best of it. Now, I've got a conversation around how far the AI industry is looking at booming. So stay tuned on the buzz. You can always call me up on 07852473473 and let me know what your take is on this. I'm Tim. I'm on the buzz, and I'll catch you